Today I'm going to show you my Native American quiver. I like this one the best, and but I was really interested in the Scythians and the Native American the most. I studied all of them and I used all of them, but I like the Scythian and the Native American both. The reason being is because they were considered the best cavalry ever in existence, the best two light horse cavalries ever, the Scythians and the Native Americans. And when you start studying it, they were pretty awesome. But anyway, I started studying their types of bows that they used and their equipment, and that's what I wanted to use for competition and try using them. A lot of the way that they used them, a lot of the ways that they shot, and the way that they carried their quivers and stuff is lost to history. We just don't really know, okay? There's a lot of people that say they know, but no, there's no written history on it, or very little written history on it. You have some first-hand accounts, and that's kind of what I go by, and then redesigning the quiver and the archery equipment that they used, and actually using it. So that's where I base my knowledge on, because there just really isn't any knowledge. But anyway, I like this quiver the best because it's so versatile. You can just carry it around, ride around your horse. They carried it like this. You have a lot of pictures, a lot of art and stuff showing them carrying it this way. Now, a lot of people assume that they carry it like this and they would draw the arrows out of the back. I'm sure they did that, you know, and there is some art of Eastern tribes, ones that weren't mounted or didn't mount very much. They mainly did their fighting on foot, holding it, having the quiver in their back. But most 90% across the board had their quivers on their waist, and mounted or unmounted. But anyway, knowing that or seeing that, was trying to figure out how in the world would they use this type of quiver at a full gallop and do some of the things that mounted that they said they did, okay, and that they have first-hand accounts of them doing. So I started experimenting, and this is what I come up with. First off, just traveling long distances. They said if you was within 200 miles of a Comanche village, you are within striking distance of that village. They were just awesome. They could go 100, 150 miles a day on a horse. It's just unreal. But anyway, carrying it like this is extremely comfortable. It's out of the way. You can do all kinds of things. The thing is that most of the accounts was them carrying, when they're fighting, they had the quivers across their lap. And I've tried it like this. Easy girl, this is a green horse, so I'm kind of desensitizing her and doing a video at the same time. But having it across the thing at a full gallop, it's okay at first, but at a full gallop, it's just flopping around like crazy. And I know they're not coming down and shooting under the horse's neck or over the horse's back at a full gallop with this thing just strapped around their neck. It's just, they might have, but I'm not seeing it. So I know they used them. So I'm like, well, how could it happen? So I looked at, you look at pictures, and a lot of these guys, regardless if they had a shirt on, no shirt, they would have a belt or a sash. If you're seeing this, they had a belt or a sash around their waist, regardless as if they were just wearing breechcloth or if they had leggings and a shirt. Most of the time, you'd see them with the belts around. Also, the quivers had a tail on them like this. A lot of these tails were on the arrow quiver itself. Some of them weren't. Some of them didn't have it at all. But I said, well, it looks cool, but it doesn't really have a function other than spiritual, you know. So I said it's got to have something else to it. So so I started looking at it. This length that I have, I could take this case and just spin it this way. My bow's right here. And just get it out of the case. I'm trying to do a video, so now I can't grab it. But anyway, you get it out of the case. This is an authentic, this is a Comanche style, plain style Indian bow. I made it. It's buffalo horn. I got Osage core and sinew backing on it. This is a sinew string. So you pull it out of the case and string it up. And this is possible. I've done this at a gallop. Okay, so it's very, you can do it, especially if you're doing it a whole lot. Anyway, you take this tail, you still have these bow quiver or a tail coming down right here. So what do you do with it? Well, you take it and you tuck it in the belt. Your belt or sash. You take here, if you want it to be strapped on a little tighter, tuck this in the belt or sash. You tighten it up. This stabilizes this completely. You can do whatever you want. The belt tightens up against the arrow, so you're not going to lose any. This stiffening rod that they had coming down with a piece right here, block of wood here, serves for weight, keeps everything in the right position, and doesn't let your arrows work their way out of the quiver when you're at a gallop. Very important, the stiffening rod. But anyway, you have it and you're ready. And you can do anything you want. You can hang upside down and these arrows ain't gonna come out of the quiver. Okay? And you can shoot extremely fast. Okay, you can grab one at a time. You can grab multiple arrows at a time. And this is the rig that I use for competition, or going to start using. I've used it once in the last competition I was in, and it worked extremely well. I'm going to kind of stick to it, and I really like it. It's a short bow, 30-inch arrow. You can see how short the bow is. The bow's only 40 inches long, and so I like this quiver a lot. You can fasten it around where you have it on your back. You can turn it. You can flip it all the way around here and have the arrows sticking out of the back. All it is just turning it to this side. And doing it this way. I don't know if you can see that. You have the arrows here. If you like pulling them like this. It's very versatile. You basically can put this quiver in any position. You can bring it down, have it as a sword quiver, really easy. All you have to do is just take your tail and tie it around your waist, and you have a sword quiver. You can bring it down here. I've done that before, and it works really well. Very versatile quiver, very good quiver. You'd think them old guys knew what the heck they were doing. And it's the same thing with your Scythian style quivers. They use those because they work in every situation. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If anyone is interested in the quivers or the bows, or maybe having a clinic or anything like that, just put it in the comments below and we'll get back with you.